Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Lisa Laburningham, and I am so glad that you're here with me. Welcome to part one of my holiday home tour. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the heart of our home. We spend the majority of the time as a family in this area, in our family room, in the dining area, and in the kitchen, especially in the kitchen. I have 3 teenagers and they are hungry all the time. So we're going to go over the DIYs and the decorating that we have done over the course of the past 6 weeks. I'm going to show you how I've decorated in bronzes and golds and neutrals. I'm excited to show you everything, so let's get started. For us, Christmas means the birth of our Savior, so I want to make sure that our nativities are a focal point. Now, you've already met my terracotta nativity that I put inside of these large lanterns with the hanging ornaments, but I also have 2 other nativities that are from Guatemala. One of them is a bright colored nativity where the wise men are bringing offerings of pineapples and bananas, and it's just a beautiful piece. And then I have another nativity that is inside of a gourd. What? Yeah, for real. It's inside this gourd. And it is beautifully displayed inside. It's just a preserved gourd, and it has a lovely nativity scene. And then at the very end, I have a classic white nativity, and it's a beautiful, elegant piece that completes my nativity scene. Remember those cone trees that we made last week? Well, I have them displayed on my entertainment wall. I have 3 on each side of the TV on the shelf. I also added some gold candlesticks, and then above the shelf, I have another shelf that I added a wreath, and inside of the wreath, I have a wooden star that has a lovely gold accent. Now, here we are at the fireplace, and you might be wondering, where did the gnomes go? Well, don't worry, they're still in the house. They just took a little field trip upstairs to the game room, and I will show you how they are displayed in part 2 of my home tour. This coordinated much better with the room, this garland, this big beefy garland. I just love it. It's got some beautiful ornaments. I've added some tassels and some snowflakes and some feather ornaments. I love a big, thick garland. It just looks so luxurious. And then on top of my mantle, I have some rose gold candlesticks. They are so reflective and they bring a lovely glow to the room. I also have a plate that was handed down to me from my great-grandfather. I love it. It's a beautiful sentimental piece that makes me smile every time I see it. Our tree is just magical. They have such a special way of bringing in a glow to the room. One of my favorite things to do is to turn the lights off at night and sit under the tree and look at the lights. Now on my tree, I have some ribbons and mesh that cascade down the entire length of the tree. I have some natural elements and some sticks and some berries, also some poinsettias. I have some sparkly crystals and some snowflakes. And the colors, the bronzes and the golds really coordinate with the rest of the room. Under the tree is my husband's domain. This is where they put the train. He and my children get together, and one night at the beginning of December, they get the train out. They turn on the Polar Express, they have donuts and hot cocoa, and they put the train together. It's such a special time for them, and it's a great tradition. I can still hear the bell. Can you? Here on my breakfast table, I have a beautiful centerpiece. I have some apothecary jars that are filled with some ornaments and some of those gold magnolia seed pods. I also have a candy dish. For some reason, we just love to snack on nuts during the holidays. I think it's just a traditional thing that people love to do, so I like to have nuts out. I also have some little chocolates. I've got some pieces of garland that I spread out throughout the centerpiece that has some ornaments and some berries and some lights all intertwined. I also added a pair of wooden skis to bring in that winter feel. I also like to keep a few little sweets out during the Christmas holidays. It's the only time of year where you can just kind of let the calories go to the side, right? So I've got some shortbread cookies, and I also have some chocolates to share. Now, typically I don't keep things on my counter in the kitchen. We use it way too much. I have 3 teenagers and they eat all the time, right? So typically there's nothing out on the counter. However, I will make an exception at Christmas time. And if you remember, we made these village houses out of Dollar Tree houses. We spray painted them white, and I've just loved having it here. So a little bit of decor in the kitchen during Christmas has really brought in a great feel. I hope you enjoyed this Christmas room tour. I really liked showing you everything that we have done over the course of the past 6 weeks. I think it's come together beautifully. Hopefully you got some ideas or some inspiration so that you can decorate your own home for Christmas. Part 2 to my Christmas home tour is up next. I'm going to be sharing my foyer, my formal living area, my dining room, and then we are going to go find out where those gnomes went. So make sure that you are subscribed and that those bell notifications are on so that you will know when I upload that video. I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for stopping by.